It's Madden NFL 22, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the 49ers and the Rams, and it's coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we start the new year with an NFC matchup out west between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it.
We are underway from SoFi Stadium. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
Well, they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
To the right side, this is Edwards. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Looking to throw. McCormick. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Edwards. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, McCormick. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 45-yard line. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They go with Edwards left side. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. On third down, McCormick. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
On 1st and 10, McCormick. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. A give for Edwards running right. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw on 3rd down, McCormick. And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
You know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down. McClendon. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And his kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield. Mission accomplished. Points on the board.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On second down now, it's Edwards. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. From the gun, McCormick. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, they go to Edwards. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. On third down, McCormick. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, the dog look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive pass, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McClendon. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. McClendon. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Operating from the gun, McClendon. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. McCormick. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Off the play fake. McCormick. Under pressure, and down he goes. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. He's going to float this one deep right side. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. Edwards a 1st down and more. And all the way down to the 25-yard line.
Come
on, dog!
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go.
They hand off to Matthews. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 3 yards, all they can muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, You're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. LA set to take over again on offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. McClendon. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. $37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 46 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Throwing on first down, McCormick. And the Rams got it. They bring it down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. McCormick. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Edwards. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards, all they can muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, McClendon. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. And taken right on the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins, we talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll run here with Edwards. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
In most goal line situations, defensive tackles are just trying to hold the line, hold their ground, and let the other guys roam and make the play. But in this situation, he's able to push his way into the backfield and disrupt that play for a loss.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Again, it'll be Edwards. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. Back to throw. McCormick. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. And this one is right through. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe that.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. On the handoff, Edwards. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw on third down, McCormick. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
The Rams going to take over late in this first half.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing to start the drive. McClendon. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. He's got room to run past the 20, and they will finally get him down at the 28. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, McClendon. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today.
Come on, fellas.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did. As you get a look at...
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
On 1st down, McClendon. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
2nd and 20. To throw from his end zone, McClendon. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They can't ask for much more than this. They've got it 1st and goal from the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
2nd and goal.
Once more, Edwards. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. McCormick. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3.
So the lead extended. And I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Well, if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you expressed yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you say, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, it makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off play action. McClendon. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Back to throw again. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
They start the drive with Matthews. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this out past the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
2nd and inches at the 37.
Running left is Edwards. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. This is Edwards. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st and 10, McCormick. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And a handoff to Matthews. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Here we go. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Off the play fake. McCormick, rush coming, and he's taken down.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And his kick here is good. And that's going to bump up their lead now to 15-3. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The LA offense ready for this next possession.
They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. from the gun on 3rd down. McClendon. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 8 yards.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. McClendon. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McClendon. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
That's a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
To throw on second down, McCormick. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run once more with Edwards. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Back to throw. McCormick checks this down to Edwards out of the backfield. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McClendon firing quickly here, and that's complete. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives them a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Throwing on first down. McClendon.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McClendon. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. McClendon. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. That's taken on the 25.
We got this.
Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Again, it's Edwards. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
Back to throw. McCormick. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field, even though they were able to force the punt defensively. Still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
On 1st down, McClendon. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And he comes back with one complete.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Looking to throw. McClendon. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Got that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
Now they try the right side here, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Niners set to take over on offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 129 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them. But all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards. Running right through him. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. On 1st and 10, McClendon.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Back to throw. McClendon. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Dennis. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 36.
Looking to throw. McClendon. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Rams on third down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This will be 3rd and 5. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
That's how we do it, baby.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Edwards. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing on 1st down, McClendon. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Looking to throw on second down. McClendon. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On first down, McClendon. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
10 yards to go.
On third down, McClendon. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really